Okay, I know where we're starting, so we don't need this in the next episode. Right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. Sitting across from me live in studio, Damon.
Just the way you like me.
Sitting
Alive.
across from Damon, live in studio, Ted. We do have a special guest today out in Video Village. Jerry's back.
Ooh, that means we're going to get some good stuff.
Back again. Yeah, we might actually get something Googled for once.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah, it's going to be great. Instead of, hey, Google, it's, hey, Jerry. It's great. That's great.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey.
Look stuff up.
I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to ask you how your
actually
week was, but now get this. Here's what Ted does.
Once?
Ted has real life happen, and then he gets angry, and then he texts me one word, and he says, hey, put this in the notes, and it's one word.
You know what, though? So as I was driving here today, I was like, okay, I know I sent him 3 things.
Yes.
I know exactly what to say for the third one. We can save that for next week.
That's fine. Yeah.
But the first 2, I don't remember what I sent you. But don't tell me yet. I want to be surprised.
You don't want to know yet?
I don't want to know yet.
Okay.
Because we went to a comedy show.
We did, because one of us was on stage.
One of us was on stage.
Yes.
One of us was under the stage because that's where the green room was. Very weird. Also, I found out 11 comics, only one knew how to work the bathroom door correctly.
Yes. Yeah.
Have you ever been in an old house and the bathroom, like any door doesn't shut quite right?
Right.
What is maybe the third thing you try if nothing else worked right? Mac?
Well, I tried the lock.
Wait, you tried the lock, but it doesn't line up right.
Right.
What do you do to the door? Anyone?
You block the door with your foot.
Okay, but I'm not saying no. We're still trying to get the lock to engage.
Okay.
I just kind of slammed the door repeatedly.
Jerry got
until
it in
works.
one.
What do you say?
You lift the door.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I am
strike it up.
outside going, hey,
Hold on.
lock's a little weird. You got to lift the door.
Yeah. Yeah. Lock the door. Right. You got to lift.
It has one of those airplane bathroom things that says,
Oh, like when you turn it?
yeah.
Like occupado?
It says occupado.
occupado.
It was green the whole time except for when I used it. The best part is let's pretend that Jerry's in the bathroom and you come ask me.
Right.
You say, is there a bathroom down here? I'm like, yeah, it's the third door on the left. Jerry's in there right now. Cut to Damon walking in on Jerry 8 seconds later because that happened.
Hey, did you know Jerry was in there?
And I was like,
exactly
hey,
what I come back.
guess what? But no, we had a great show. I just want to throw some thanks out. You came with your lovely wife, Nicole.
Yeah.
Our friends of the show from way back in the day when we were on their show.
Oh, yeah. The Lola crew. Well,
Lola crew, yeah.
we didn't have the Lola crew. We had Lola owner.
We had the head of Lola,
Yeah.
Gina, and her lovely husband Heath on his birthday.
I wouldn't say lovely, but yeah.
Was there a sister there as well at some point?
It was her sister.
Okay, because I didn't.
Yeah.
She left. Smartly, she left as soon as the show
Yeah,
was
she
over.
was very smart. She got out right away.
A very special guest, a teacher from our junior high, Mr. Sloan, and his son, Damon.
Yes. It was a Damon sandwich. It was a Damon handshake.
2 Damons.
It was like, that's the center of the universe. Happened right there that night.
And
it was
like
pretty cool.
anywhere else, there was one Damon too many. Even when Mr. Sloan's Damon isn't there.
I was going to say, it's kind of weird. So here, I want to point out something about that night. So afterwards, we went and we had a sandwich because Ted doesn't like to eat before he performs, and I didn't have time. So we're like, hey, we're doing chicken parm, remember?
Yeah.
Chicken parm.
Well,
Very
you
good
looked up a
sandwich.
place. There's a whole. This turned into a whole backstory. You're
Right.
like, let's go to this place. Now, for where I parked and walked down, I didn't realize it was the place I was standing waiting for the light for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was right there.
It was right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went. It turns out also there's a satellite location minutes from my house.
So chicken parm may happen in the future.
Yeah.
It was a very good
It was
sandwich.
a very good sandwich.
But as we're sitting there, Gene and Heath came over to join us, which was cool. Here's what I noticed. I didn't say nothing to you. I saw you yesterday for an unrelated. We're planning a reunion. Okay, I saw you yesterday for a meeting.
Because we're old.
Yeah. Like not 10 years.
No, not 20 years. Not 40.
Not 40. Narrow it down. Okay. So max like
And it's
50.
and it's
50?
it's not traffic on the 5s.
Right. So anyway, we meet for this. I didn't say anything. You know what we did when we went to leave? So Heath and Gina live so close.
Yeah, I know what you did. You did the, hey, everybody, great seeing you. I hope we can catch up again soon. We all hugged at the table, and then we all proceeded to leave in the exact same direction as a group.
Well, we did that, but then when we got to my van, okay, where we were leaving, they proceeded to keep walking. Now, I drive by them at the next light. I beep, and Nicole, without a beat, looks at me and goes, is there a reason you didn't give them a ride?
I was just going to say, why didn't you give them a ride?
And I go, what? I didn't even think about it. And she's like, what? I go, I didn't even think about it because they said inside, they're like, listen, we walked here. We live so close, like 8 blocks away. We walked here. And then I said, nobody likes a bragger. Said it right to Heath, right?
You certainly did.
Right. So I didn't even think about it. And then you were parked on their side of the street right there as well.
Directly across from you, yeah.
Yes. And so realistically, neither one of us offered them a ride. Okay.
Oh, no. I peeled out immediately.
Yeah. but I went the same way and beeped and waved.
That's true. You were on the same. I went
Yeah.
the opposite direction for sure.
So my wife, she literally says, she goes, "Is there a reason we didn't give him a ride?" I go, "No, why didn't you say something sooner?" She goes, "I just assumed since you and Ted didn't offer, maybe there was a beef or something." I'm like, "There's no beef. We sat there
We just sat
forever
for 2 hours
talking and laughing.
having a great time.
Yeah, we had a great time." And she goes, "Well, I just didn't." I says, "Next
was a
time,
beef?
speak up."
I'll tell you why you didn't offer them a ride.
Yeah.
Because they literally said, "We walk here. This is a place we walk to repeatedly to
Pick up pizza.
pick up pizza.
Yeah, and
It
walk
is
home.
still hot by the time we get home.
Yeah,
It was a gorgeous night for February.
it was really nice. Yeah,
They just wanted to walk
Yeah.
romantically home.
but let the record show, Ted nor my wife offered them a ride either. So it's not just me. I was the third option.
I was on the different side of
Yeah.
a state route.
State. That's where we're playing. That's where we're going. Okay,
You want to tell me 64 is not a state route?
that's all right. No, you are correct. You are correct. So now, I want you to tell me about the treadmill.
Oh!
Now you remember?
I remember. I mean, I know what it is. Yeah. I just
Okay.
didn't remember. I was going to talk about that anyway. I just didn't know that was one of my points.
Yes, it's one of the points.
So this is you're familiar with this treadmill. This treadmill
Oh yeah, I moved it.
presumably has a bunch of hours on it.
Yeah.
Because this is what I did, my 5K a day for a long time. I'm back on that.
Yeah.
I'm back on that BS, that bull, as the kids say.
Yeah,
For real, for real.
yeah.
I'm
No
just
cap.
trying to make Jerry break. It's not happening. I'm going to give up.
No cap.
No cap.
Yeah.
Or caps. Anyway, it was in my room for a long time.
Right.
And then we decided, hey, maybe all these cracks in the ceiling from on the floor below, maybe that could have something to do with the house settling or me running 5 kilometers every night
Yeah, yeah.
on the bedroom floor. So I took it apart. You and I moved it
Yeah.
downstairs. So it's already been put together twice. It's never the same after you move
Correct.
it. It does this thing now where I'll get going. It goes probably the equivalent of like one lap around on the screen.
Yeah.
And then it just cuts out. If I,
You gotta. Do you bite it?
well, that's the thing. The first few times.
That's gotta be amazing.
Yeah. Oh, it's,
I want to watch it.
and it's not like,
No. It stops.
Yeah.
Stops. Yeah.
So if I French fry and, jump off to the sides,
Yeah.
it'll go,
Or it'll start
kick back up.
Okay.
And if I time it right, I get back on it, we can go.
Okay.
It never does it again. If I time it wrong and it's not quite ready yet, it'll let me know by immediately stopping again.
Really?
I've looked up so many things.
Troubleshooting.
And it's like if you stand on it immediately and it stops. If it does this, if it does this. None of them are like, hey, you can get a quarter mile in and it cuts out. No answer to that. They have no idea.
Really?
And I don't know if you know this, I'm not in position to buy a new treadmill right now.
Why, Ted?
I'm still unemployed.
I knew that answer.
That was
I was
just-
asking for
that
the
was-
people at home.
I really wasn't that angry. That was just a freebie because we got a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
For some people
Yeah.
like he did Ted. They like it.
But I knew that answer. I knew that answer. So no, you had texted me the word. You said
Because
treadmill.
I keep meaning to bring
notes.
it up, and I'll be on the way home, be like, I wanted to talk about that show because it's so.
Yeah.
Literally, the first time though, it was like, I'm going pretty good clip.
Oh, you had to buy
and
it.
it was like, boom, whoa,
Yeah.
yeah,
Here's the thing: when you're running on a moving floor and the floor stops moving,
Yeah.
you're running.
Yeah.
Okay, you've taken away part of the equation.
Yeah.
You're running.
yeah. You know when they do that test dummy thing and they put him,
Right.
the car stops at the wall and the dummy doesn't.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
yeah.
So you're gonna come in here with like a neck brace on, and we're like, what happened? I was jogging on the
Yeah.
trail.
Well, now I have to
It's not
spend the first mile holding on to the.
Oh yeah, and just wondering.
Because sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
There's like every seventh time, it's like I punch my card, I get my free sub sandwich or whatever. It just like keeps going,
But just the anxiety and the fear that you must live with for the first
never
mile,
the same part.
that is priceless to me.
It's always in the
I love
beginning,
it.
but it's not like
Right.
I can go like I count to 100 and I know it's going to happen because it could
Right.
be 85, it could be 117. It's
Yeah.
just it's like, hey, he's in a good method. He's not watching anymore.
Did he just turn his head? Is he taking a drink right now? I like that though. I like that. So hey, you also sent me
Uh-oh.
what's a crib sheet? I don't know what that is. You said crib sheet. You sent that a totally different day. You said, "Hey, crib sheet notes." That's all I get, guys. I get it. I get it. Crib sheet notes.
Problem. That's going to be a problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah. I don't.
Okay, then we may have to refresh on that one. Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, because I know what it
You know what it
is. But I
entails.
don't know what it refers to.
So hey, if
So now apparently I have to give better notes. Mostly what happens though is I'm driving, and it'll hit me, and I'll be
and
like,
you're like-
I just got to get one word to him.
yeah, because I'll put it in there. I'll put it in there.
What was that? Because I remember being pretty angry about that.
So hey, while we're thinking about it, let's talk. So the Super Bowl happened, right? and the commercials and everything else.
Yeah.
So there was a commercial for a new movie called Twisters.
Yeah, it's a sequel to Twister.
Okay. S on the end.
Much like Aliens and
Yeah.
Alien.
So anyway, as Twisters comes out, Chuck looks at me and goes, that might not be too bad. I go, that might have been made 30 years ago. That's what I told him. And he's like, no. And I'm like, you put an S on the end, you can do whatever you want. Okay. And I go, it's a movie. He goes, there's probably multiple Twisters in this one. And I go, yeah, they chased one Twister in the first. It was just one.
Twister.
It was
Yeah.
It was it was singular. You know, it was like a couple weeks ago. It was a diarrhea. It was a Twister. That's all it was.
They even had a twin Twister in the original
the original
Twister.
Did they really? I don't remember because that's like 30 years ago, ain't it? That's a long time
been a
ago.
while.
So
Were we graduating?
yeah, we might have
That's
been.
a clue.
Oh, it's a clue to what we're planning. Woo.
Did I send this crib sheet thing after my show? Was it after the show?
You might have. Yeah, I don't. Here's the deal. I lose interest when you text me.
Yeah.
Okay, but I do read it and put it down. You know why? Because I'm good at what I do.
Right.
Okay, we can all agree at that, right?
No.
Then why do I have the word crib sheet on here? You know what I should do? I should start making up words and be like, "Why did you text me?"
Man, that's-
alfalfa sprouts.
You know, the treadmill was like hot. I mean, I was hot about it.
Was a hot button item?
Crib sheet.
Yeah.
It could be the fact that at the show there were so many people that were actually trying to use notes or whatever.
You know what? Listen, and then we'll get off it. That bothered me only because it was a showcase. You're supposed to come with some polished material for your given time and do it. You're not supposed to come and read off of a stool and keep walking over there, or have your phone in your hand and keep reading your notes. We're recording a podcast of stuff that either happened to us before or this or that. I have notes in here. I have Super Bowl commercials. I have Twisters with an S. I have the Dunkin'. I really like the Dunkin' commercial. You know what I mean? But those are
First off, we turned it on.
Okay.
And we're watching Super Bowl. I'm like, this is the first time since we cut cable where it's easy to watch the Super Bowl because it was simulcast on Paramount Plus, which I have.
Right.
Like we can actually watch it. I don't have to do some weird where I'm trying to put an antenna out in the next guy's house or hook up or something. Like I turn it on, it's just there. So I'm watching the State Farm commercial with Arnold.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Watching the whole thing. That's like an hour and a half commercial. As soon as Danny DeVito shows up, my kid knocks something off the wall, and I totally missed the commercial. I'm like, it's the one. I mean, I know it's been on before, but I hadn't seen it. It was new to me.
Right.
It was NBC reruns. It was new to me.
Yeah. If you haven't seen
so
it,
I'm focused on it. I'm
new to
trying to
you.
pay attention. Suddenly here, bam, crash.
Yeah.
Then I look up to see a child looking at something on the floor.
Yeah. Did I do that?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Yeah.
For the love of God.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing though, like on the apps, like I'm real good at the DirecTV rewind and fast forward. When I'm on like Netflix or anything else, I try to rewind. I'm halfway back in the movie. I'm like, what the hell? I hit it one time.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like, how do you gauge that? Give me a little bit of a buffer here. Let me go. Because if I try to do that, I would watch from the first quarter on back to that commercial and be like, I don't know how to get back to it. I got to wait, So, but no, I liked the Duncan one. I did like how they kind of spotted Tom Brady around in some different commercials where it's like, he should be the star of the commercial, but he's the accessory. He's the background.
He was also in the gambling one in Vegas.
Correct. And that's what I liked. I liked how, because see, that to me, that's the funny. It's like this guy should be the guy promoting it, and instead you're like, hey, Tom Brady's in this thing. It's like,
What if I'm Timmy Bradley, bull shark?
Yeah,
not having a Tom.
Not having a Tom. We know who you are.
Not for you.
It's not for you.
Well, why is Wayne Gretzky there? He's a winner. It's not for you.
It's not for you.
Hi, Tom. Hi, Wayne. I like when he did that. Like,
yeah, it's very nonchalant.
Yeah.
But to me, that's where the funny is. So again, can we agree that Twisters is probably the exact same movie?
Ironically, with your story here about notes and stuff, it might have been what I was trying to say is that a lot of times I will put notes in my phone, and then when I go back and try to form those into jokes, much like this crib sheet thing, I have no idea what I meant.
Yes, I've done that
and
too.
It's so frustrating.
You're like, it's so funny now. I just need a couple keywords.
Yeah.
Then you go back and you read it and you're like, that's not funny at all. Where was I going?
And I'm not going to say it on the podcast because if you want to see it, you got to come see it. But I did an entirely different thing on my show this last time.
Yeah, it was hysterical.
Totally different.
You caught me off guard.
Played well.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great, Mac. I said at one point I said adequate.
Yeah, yeah, you did.
Talking about a thing on a person.
Yeah.
Room was silent except Damon in the back went, ha!
Yeah, I went, ha! I was like the ostrich on Family Guy. Filmed in front of a live
That's
ostrich.
how I was able to pin where he was. I was like, oh, I know where he is
He's
now.
like, I know where
He's
Damon
over
is
there.
now. It's in the dark, but I know where he is.
But I
I
was
did do
telling friend of the show, John, about it, and he was so excited that He wants me. I mean, it's not set in stone, but I might be going up with him to Kenosha to. He's like, I don't even care. I don't care what Frank says. I just want to put you on the show because I want to see this.
I want to see the bit.
I want to see this bit you're talking about.
Yeah. No, it really was good. Really was good. And again, live comedy is always fun. So even if a guy's reading off a stool, it's still
that's the thing.
You can laugh at him instead of with him.
The night before, I went to a show and the guy was practicing. I gotta be very careful because what I'm gonna say, people are gonna. If people were there, they're gonna know what I'm talking about. But the guy was practicing for recording his album.
Yeah,
like upcoming. His album is coming up, and he was like, I'm going to pull out some notes because for here I'm not ready, but for the album I will be. But he went to his notes so many times. It was like, did you prepare at all?
Right. Yeah. No, I understand. But to me, when I go and you're supposed to have 10 minutes, if they want you to do 45 and you're a 20-minute comic, I understand the notes. But 10 minutes, I can't do that. I don't like it. I'm not good at it. I don't enjoy it. I could go do 10 minutes. You know what I mean? I really could without looking at notes. Could I do 25? No.
Yeah, it gets.
I could.
I mean, I've done it without looking. I mean, because I've never taken notes on stage, so I've done it. But yeah. When you get a 25-minute set, and all of a sudden you start getting froggy about 18 minutes in.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll tell you can pucker up.
First off, you saw my stroke face last week. By the way, still nobody called. All right, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'd like some feedback on how that episode played, because.
But realistically, that's what you'd see on stage. You'd be like, "What is he doing?" He's thinking. He's trying to get to his 17th minute, and he is thinking.
Hey, God, this guy looks like he's having a stroke while he's thinking.
Yeah. So hey, two things about my week. All right. I went to Home Depot. I have a sump pump, and we're getting out of where
it's supposed to be a good thing because we're not some store in it.
Right. Yeah. So it's raining a lot now, and the snow's melted and this and that. So you got to make sure your backup sump pump's working. Mine wasn't.
What's Home Depot's?
Huh?
What's Home Depot's theme?
Because
we know the other one is save big money at some store.
Yeah, I don't know what that one is.
Does Home Depot have one?
I don't think they do. But I went in there, and I get this Watchdog battery. I have Watchdog, backup battery system. And the battery's bad, as it should be, because it's a decade old. So cool. I've got to make sure it works if the power goes out. So I get this. It's in the cart, and I just happen to, I'm like, I got to use the restroom. So I asked the guy, I go, hey, some guy just walking down the main aisle. I go, hey, where's the restroom? He goes, aisle 44 all the way to the back. Cool. He goes, but you can't take merchandise in there. And I look at him, and I literally said out loud, I go, that's a battery. If you think I'm going to keister that, I'm more of a man than you'll ever be. And he looks at me. He didn't know what to say. And I go, yeah. And I walked away. Here's the deal. Don't put me in that situation, okay, to where I need to say something back because you're questioning. I don't look like the guy that's going to go in there and steal how do I get the battery out? How do I get the battery out?
Now, if I was that guy, I would have been challenge accepted.
Yeah. Really? Okay, you want me to take it out of the box for you? Yeah. But it's like, I'm going to push the cart in the men's room, because I'm worried someone's going to take the battery I've already taken off the shelf,
There's so many things like that where people just assume, like, hey, don't do. Yeah, I wasn't going to.
Right. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't ask.
Yeah.
How to use your restroom.
Yeah. Did I look like
the location? Yeah. Like I'd come up and be like, "Where is the room that has the toilets and I can steal this?"
Yeah. Right.
Where is that room, please?
Look, I'm looking to get away with taking this home without paying for it. Where might that room be? Oh, the bathroom. Okay, but you can't take that in there. Damn it! You foiled my plan. I just don't understand it. So, again, if you're gonna come up and ask me a stupid question now, I'm to that age, late 40s. I'm gonna answer with a stupid answer, and we're just gonna see where it goes.
What did Johnny Keistered have to say to you?
He dumbfounded. Here's the deal. He's probably 10 years younger than me. So it's like, yeah, I guess you didn't expect old man to one up you. But let's not pretend like the 47-year-old guy, okay, in black slacks and a pullover. I'm not dressed like I normally dress when I go out with flannel on. You know what I mean? I don't even look like a hobo. I actually look like I belong there that day. I might be running the job. I'm not the guy, actually doing the grunt work. But it's a battery. Where the hell am I going to put this? And you got 400 of them on the shelf. If someone takes my cart, because they go, ooh, Watchdog battery, that's what I need, I will go get another cart, and I will get another battery off the shelf. Yeah. Okay, I didn't buy the last of the My Little Pony Rainbow Edition. I mean, you know what I mean?
You could have done that or been like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I was just looking for a place to dump. I wasn't looking.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's all I was trying to do. That's it.
Yeah, I was looking more to leave something in there than take something out.
Yeah, I wasn't putting something in. I was sending some out. But and then the last thing, so, my mom passed a while ago, and I've seen a couple other people, because things happen in threes, so stuff happens. But everybody their whole responses, they were great. They were awesome. This and that. I've never seen one person post like, what a deck. You know what I mean? Like that would take over.
There is somewhere there was an obituary where literally it was just how much no one is going to miss this woman because she was just such an old witch.
Really?
Yeah.
So that was the whole thing, because someone always says they're better off. That's, they're in a better place. Okay. I want somebody to tell me, and it might be when I die. I don't know. Somebody's going to tell my kids we're better off.
I was just saying, we're better
okay.
off? Yeah.
We're better off. It's not he's better off.
Yeah.
We're okay. We have just upgraded.
Yeah.
Immensely. So, but that.
So I
it's
think
all the same
I don't
thing.
think you're going to have a funeral. You're going to have a finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. So, you know what's weird too? There's not even going to be a greeting line. It's going to be a bucket like the pumpkin farm. You can just come up, talk, excuse me, pay your respects to the bucket. Just be like, yeah.
Oh, if someone puts out a bucket at your funeral.
Yeah. I know what's going in there. Yeah.
Moving on up.
Yeah. Hey, can you guys open that casket back up? Because I need to empty this bucket.
Yeah, we're going. We can't take merchandise inside
We're
this bucket.
passing the bucket around. I don't think that's what it's meant for.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing right now.
This bucket stinks.
Yeah, this bucket is heavy. Okay. It's full and it smells.
Does this bucket represent Damon?
Yeah. Listen, now we know if he thought there was a quarter in the bottom of this bucket, he would dive down and get it. But he's not here. So let's not do that right now. Okay. Yeah. The bucket is Damon. It's like, that's my body. Okay. We're not doing the whole Christ thing. All right.
Yeah.
You're not a crouton.
Wow.
You're a bucket of crap. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. All right. Let's do some fun facts. Besides the fact that still nobody called to save my life last week. And apparently everybody wants to be dead so they can shit in a bucket. So that's what it is. All right.
He was so angry
I really was.
that we were laughing about the fact that he may most likely have been having a stroke.
Yeah. Yeah. So, by the way, it matters so much. They remembered it this week when I said, hey, you guys remember last week? And they laughed again just as hard as they did last week.
I tried not to laugh and I couldn't.
Yeah. You didn't try not to laugh.
Oh, I did. I tried.
That was your suppression?
It literally, there was no stopping.
So it would have been more had you not suppressed it?
Yeah.
Oh my, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I tried to suppress it with like a wet piece of tissue paper, but I tried.
All right. Fun facts. The concept of a, quote, rap battle has existed since the 5th century. Flyting, Flyting, was a spoken word event where poets would trade insults back and forth in poetic verse.
God, so it sucked for a long time.
Think about it. When you are dissing somebody in like old English, how does that even come about?
Well, I think you have to say that mom's mutton has already been on your chainmail already.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Was that supposed to be spaghetti? Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Spaghetti's not been invented.
Yeah.
We are in the 5th century. Yeah. Spaghetti is not here.
Marco hasn't even poloed to China yet. So
yeah,
settle down.
But to trade insults back and forth in poem. Now, I realize that's what a lot of people do now.
I get it. It's an entirely different age, entirely different time. But
Yeah.
I think I still would have been in the stands like, boo.
Yeah, right.
This sucks. Just punch him.
Yeah. Can you slap him with a glove and maybe walk back to back? Can we see something good here?
See me whip a sword into the thing. One of you pick it up. I don't even care.
That's all you do. You're just throwing weapons on the stage. There's a hammer. There's a sword. Anybody.
Trident.
Yeah.
Pen is mightier than this, my ass.
Yeah. Thou sucketh. It's like, what do you mean I suck? Now what does sucketh rhyme with? I don't even know what you say next. That's the bad thing.
Yeah.
When you do all the words like that back with the old, how is that going to, that'd be like, is it Edgar Allan Poe or who? I mean, somebody that writes in that style. Wouldn't that be kind of what it's like?
Well, I mean, he was a little bit closer to us in the 5th century, but
look, he's an old guy with a beard.
Well, no, he had a mustache, but I'll give you this.
Was he Rasputin?
No.
Am I learning something?
Oh, I don't throw up.
He's going to throw up.
So full of beans.
That is true. Everyone in this room is over full.
Well, don't speak for everybody. Yeah, Jerry's like, I
Jerry's
got this.
good. I just had half.
Yeah, I got this.
And it was just cheese.
Yeah, I got this.
You're the ones that had to eat peppers and ham and mushrooms, you dumb.
So you were saying Edgar Allan Poe is like more like the 5th century.
No, was not saying that at all. I'm saying, I mean, back then it probably was impressive if you had that kind of like mastery of the language,
Right.
because people were not as educated as.
You think
they
it
are
was
today.
improvised, or you think it was pre-written?
I thought there was a lot of writing going on back then. That would have been expensive and time consuming.
Also, like if you showed up with the paper.
Yeah, so they didn't. Yeah, if you showed up with crib notes,
Yeah.
you were automatically disqualified. But you were
Is that guy
impressive.
reading off his phone?
But you were impressive that you had paper and pen to write it down.
That means you were well off.
Yeah.
You were well to do. I don't see a problem with that.
You're just searching out Gutenberg so we can type you up a manuscript.
Wait, the guy from Police Academy?
That's the one.
Okay, just checking.
Yep. Mahoney.
I learned so much on this. Your face when I go, was that Rasputin?
Well, the best part
I
is
like
that,
when I get you.
The
I
best
do.
part is that I put that reel up where I'm playing the song Rasputin, because there's actually a song
There is?
from, yes, I
Okay.
played it. It's been remade. I think it's from the 60s originally. It's been remade a number of times. I put that on there and I said, Mac, he didn't even know. And it's just playing in the background, the Rasputin song. And my mom was like, what didn't he know? I was like, I can't do it with two of you. I can't. I can't do it.
Tell me the secret.
Damon got here first. I
Yeah,
can't
tell me
do
what it
again.
is. Tell me what it is.
Yeah,
All right.
because it goes, rah, rah, Rasputin. Love. I don't remember the rest of
I
it.
don't know
but
that. I've
yeah.
never heard that song. I don't know it. So here, we're going to say more history. You might learn something here. In 1714, that's closer to when Edgar Allan Poe lived, right?
That's closer,
It's
for
closer,
sure.
right. So a Norwegian naval captain engaged an English naval captain in a 14-hour-long ship fight. Afterwards, both ships were badly damaged, and the Norwegian captain was running out of ammo. Get this.
They're just doing the knives and forks and stuff.
He decided to send an envoy to the English ship, asking if he could borrow some ammunition. The English ship said no. Okay, might I borrow a couple bullets?
Well,
We're running out of cannonballs.
what I would have done is you send them along the long way.
Yeah.
So instead of, like, let's say they're fighting,
Oh, you're on the back of the boat.
no, let's say it's like starboard and port, right?
Yeah.
And he goes around to the port of the other boat and it's
Yeah.
like, hey, I see you're in the middle of a battle over there, but can we get some stuff because we're fighting our own battle? Like pretend like you come all the way around, pretend
And then
like
do
yeah.
right through the middle.
pretend that isn't you.
That's awesome. But imagine just like sticking your cup out and be like, "Can I get a cup of cannonballs? We're running out of ammo."
Hey,
That takes a lot of guts.
This seems like a lot of fun. I want to keep it going. Do you guys have any?
It's like paintball. Here, bro, you can have some of my paintballs. No, they sting a little worse. But you're 14 hours in.
You're 14 hours in. You're out, and
Yeah.
the English have enough to continue to decimate you and give you extra.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
I don't know that I'd be hanging around to like get ammo. I think I would have been going the other way and been like, okay, we're going to retreat for a while. We're going to get some ammo.
Well, I would put my worst crew in the boat, say, hey, go get some ammo from those guys. And while you're distracted by the idiots trying to get ammo, I would take the big ship and sneak
Just
away.
ram them.
Yeah. No, I
Just
would
ram
just sneak away.
Yeah, just take off.
Hey, we need to get some ammo for, man.
Third time
Again.
this week. Yeah.
Again.
Again, Terry? Again? So, but again, a Norwegian naval captain. So, hey, Norway does stuff different. You know what I mean? They're doing stuff different over there. But to literally ask the other guy,
It's in Just Dance too.
what's that?
The
Norwegian?
Rasputin song that you're not.
Oh, the
familiar.
Rasputin thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering why you were doing something.
Well, every time we come in here,
Yeah.
it's like a scavenger hunt to find out which screen is the one that's going to be playing something.
Right. Yeah. Not the one that's slightly to the left of me, to the
Yeah.
right of you. All right. Let's see here. We're going to go. All right. Here's another one. Psychologist B.F. Skinner tried to train pigeons to serve as guides for bombing runs in World War II. After canceling the project, he successfully taught the pigeons to play ping pong instead. Okay. That's a pretty big span to go.
Well, that seems like a weird twist, like weird left. Hey, this didn't work. You know what though? Table tennis.
You want to know what's weird is maybe they took it up as a hobby while they were waiting their turn to train. You know what I mean? And it's like, hey, we got the break room over here. We're constantly doing this. Why don't we focus on this?
What if he tried to teach him real tennis? He's this just isn't working.
Yeah.
There's got to be a better way.
He invented table tennis then. Yeah, he
Right.
invented table tennis. He's like, listen, we called it pigeon tennis. It didn't work out too well. So we're going to call it table tennis. But that's your range. We're going to bomb people. We're going to play ping pong. You know what I mean? That's a pretty wide range.
Pretty similar.
Yeah, it's pretty similar.
Pretty similar.
That's like saying I'm either going to train him to be a drug dog or
So apparently he should have taught the pigeons to take paddles and knock the other like their bombs back at them.
Ooh, yeah,
That
just
would've been better.
defense.
Yeah.
Defense. Yeah, just send them out. Yeah, why are all these birds flying at us with paddles? Why are they all? Some are red, some are green, because they come in sets. They don't want to break the set. Matter of fact, did they have? They must have had table tennis by then. Because if he taught him to play ping pong,
Yeah, if he, I don't know
when ping pong was
seriously
invented.
doubt that he
yeah, he didn't invent it.
and then decided to teach it to birds.
Yeah. I got news for you. If your whole plan in life was to teach birds to blow stuff up, and all of a sudden you invented ping pong,
Wait, is this what they're calling it? They pulled up a picture. It's literally two birds.
That's two birds just hitting a ball back and forth.
Putting the ball back and forth.
That's
like
Pong.
like a Rubik's cube.
Yeah, that's all that is. That's garbage. That's garbage. I don't. You know what?
And it looks like they got one of those gutters at.
They got the gutter rails. Yeah, it can't even fall off the table. Make it fall off the table. Make them pick it up. That's see, it falls off the table.
Well, see, but that
counts as a point.
He tried to go net. That was the problem.
Yeah, he tried to go net. They don't have to bounce it over anything. They're rolling it on a flat table. This is ridiculous. I hate this fun fact.
Skinner was a liar.
Yeah, I hate this. This is a terrible fun fact. Hey, fun fact. Damon hates this. All right, last one. Monawi, Nebraska is the only incorporated village in the U.S. with a population of 1.
Oh, yeah. This is that one woman. She's like
The
mayor.
sole resident.
She's the mayor. She's the postmaster general.
Yeah.
She runs the general store.
Elsie Eiler is the mayor, as well as the librarian and bartender. She pays tax to herself. Okay.
Yeah, I think if you go there, like you go to a bar, she'll cook for you, and then she'll you can rent a room at the so then she becomes the hotel.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Imagine a line in that town to do anything. Well, I wanted to pump gas, but
I mean, she is the origin of the. Hey, where is everybody from? Oh, you turned the lights off when you left? Yeah, actually, I did.
I did. Yeah,
because it's me. I'm technically the town is here. I am the town. I mean, technically, wherever she goes, that's where the town is.
But so that means she probably named the town, right? Monawi. I don't know why. Monowi.
Oh, it's probably
it almost sounds like Hawaiian or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say the most Hawaiian.
Yeah,
but it's probably a Native American name.
Yeah, but here's the 3 they picked too. She's mayor as well as librarian and bartender. Those are the 3 they picked. She's everything.
Okay, I don't understand the mayor. I don't understand that because you are you're the only person.
Imagine if you weren't. Imagine if you didn't vote for yourself.
Also,
so you didn't get in.
The librarian, who is she checking stuff out to? She is the librarian, the library board, and the library patron. All of them. She's all of the things.
She's in charge of the Dewey Decimal
System. She could have 2 books like in the back of the bar and be like, well, there's the library.
There's a library.
I'm working on that one.
Yeah.
I read that one last week.
I got a late fee like there's no tomorrow on this one.
So
someone's going to come after me.
Who's she tending bar for? I mean, there are people that do come through as a novelty and be like,
right. Yeah.
Hey, how do I get a library card? Oh, you got to talk to the mayor.
Yeah.
But she's busy pouring drinks right now, so can't help you.
And when she's not here, she's tending to the library. So, but yes, and she pays tax to herself.
She's the Department of Sewers. What are you flushing, lady?
What? My God, it's you. You're the only one. But I don't know that you pay tax.
She dies? Oh yeah. Who comes and chases her down if she doesn't pay tax?
Oh, well, old Elsie does.
I get setting it to the old U.S. of A.
Right.
But the city taxes, who's coming?
Could you imagine? So
also, is it just when she goes out and buys a plant for the bar, does she consider that paying taxes? Well, it was village landscaping fees.
I'm tax exempt. Yeah. This is municipality. I'm tax exempt. Thank you. Yeah. But she pays tax for herself. First off, I've never paid tax to the town I live in. You pay tax to the state, you pay tax to the federal.
Well, I mean,
I guess you have county tax too when you buy something.
I don't know if it's considered a tax, but I pay a water bill to the town I'm in.
Oh, you're right. She'd have to have water. She'd have to have electricity. Oh my goodness.
They are raising the rates again. This is ridiculous. We have got to band together and unionize.
She's got a petition. Yeah. I need everybody in town.
I need a minimum of a signature.
I need a signature, and then we can pass this.
Look, we got to update the sewer mains going through here. I swear, if I have diarrhea, the whole place shuts down.
You see her go put on her yellow vest so she don't get hit by a car, and she's the only one that drives in the town.
Yeah, she's got she has to put on a whole police outfit and white gloves and a whistle and go. And then she has to run out, get in the car, and come across.
She has to turn the slow sign to stop, and then she got to get back in the car and be like,
Also, what happens when she dies? Is that it?
I don't know. Somebody's got to inherit that town,
Do
right?
they just pluck another old, like, feisty old woman from a senior center and be like, "You're it"?
Yeah, tag, you're it.
Hey, we got a lot of hats for you to wear, and they're all gonna suck.
It was just for the senior center.
This woman is not it.
Yeah, she can't be young.
Yeah,
She can't be young. Elsie Eiler, Eiler. She's got to be an old
I
lady.
guarantee she's 80s.
You think so? Probably. Yeah, I know he's going to Google it, which is
how
great.
does it Google town with one person in it?
Yeah,
Sounds like it's in Hawaii. Isn't.
Manawi, but it's in Nebraska. Welcome to the sunny town of Manawi, Nebraska. Oh yeah,
Yeah, look at
yeah. She's 150. Yeah. She's definitely.
Sheriffs hold celebration for her. Like the sheriffs, multiple people have to come by and check on her.
She falls down. She's got to go get the ambulance and drive herself to the hospital.
Her life alert just sets off her phone.
Yeah, right.
You've fallen and you can't get up.
That's exactly what's going on. I just picture that, though. Then she gets to the hospital and she's got to wheel herself.
What do we got, Doc? Well, I look pretty bad, Doc.
Yeah. Right. She's in the mirror diagnosing. Okay, I don't know if you're going to make it. I'm just telling you.
This woman just lives in a box of mirrors.
Yeah. Can I see your insurance information?
Did we ever talk about this cartoon where that one dog like tries to escape? No, that one dog tries to escape prison and he ends up in the warden's TV. He's got to do all the TV shows himself. That's this woman.
That's what she's doing. She's definitely.
I don't care for this channel. I'm going to change it real quick. Oh, no.
Oh.
Wow, look at that library.
Yeah.
That's got more books than one human could read, which is sad because it's one human that uses
It's one
it.
human. Yeah, it's one human. So, yeah, she's old. She's definitely old.
I don't really know about this story, but it said since this activity will raise population of town 1.
Ooh. Yeah, what happens if she gets married? Somebody wants to come in and...
That's a lot of money. You got to change all the signs. Now, do you put a 2 on it, or you just make it Roman numerals and put another 1?
You want to know because what I would do? I would get 11 more people there, then just put a 2 right after the 1. And then you're fine. I would let 11 people in.
Well,
but that's it.
You could just get 9 more people and just put a 0.
Yeah, but then you got 12, right? The next time you do it, you let 100 and what? 11 in.
So you just raise the left number.
Right. No, you just add a number. So you go from 12 to 123 to, you follow what I'm saying? You just keep adding a number going that way. That's all you do. So you got 12, you got 123, and you just keep going in order too. So it looks, you got 1,234. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, we're really getting there. But she's still like doing everything herself because she don't trust anybody. She probably has trust issues. She lives by herself. So I still want to know what happens when she falls. When she falls, who comes to get her and drives her?
You're saying that if one woman falls in a town of 1, does anyone hear her?
Does anybody hear her? Yeah. I tell you who hears her. Her own life alert.
Yeah.
That's who hears her. Yeah. Till the battery dies. Yeah.
Just that we did not think this through.
Yeah. I totally was not ready for this. She's also the receptionist that takes the call we understand you've fallen. Yeah. I'm right here.
She's the coroner.
Yeah.
When that phone rings, she's just like, oh, uh-oh.
Oh, no.
What's going on?
That's not good. That's not good. She was not healthy. She is you. You were her. Please stop talking about yourself with a 12th person.
We tried to tell her diet was terrible.
Right. She wouldn't listen to us. You're you. There's no us. All right. So here, I got a butt why. Let's do a butt why. Okay.
We haven't had a butt wiper in a long time.
And that's what I thought with Jerry here. That's nice. We got a butt wiper. Okay. We need butt wipers. So butt why. Asteroid the size of 64 Canadian geese to pass by the Earth on Tuesday.
Wow. We'll do anything to not measure using a
unit of measure. Okay. So how big is that asteroid? Man, you get like 64 geese in a clump. That's probably what it looks like. It's about that. And these are scientists. That's got to be the guy that got his GED.
Now, here's the thing. Those geese are usually in a flat plane.
Yeah.
So is it like a cross? How big was it up and down?
No, they're showing now again. This ain't the one, but they're showing a picture.
I know, but I'm saying when the geese are usually either both flying or actually either.
Right, in formation.
Flying or on a pond or or on the land, walking around in the field when I walk my dog.
Right.
They're
scattered.
Well, they're scattered, but they're also not like tall and there's no depth.
Yeah, Wonder
Are they
Twin
just saying,
Powers.
is he saying that like just a flat asteroid was flying through? I like it's like a bunch of geese.
I like that. Wonder Twin Powers activate in the form of asteroid. You know?
In the shape of geese.
But 64, that's an odd number too to be like, man, I would say 65.
Also, yeah.
It's,
No.
No.
It's not quite.
It's rounded on that edge. Did you see that edge? Well, no, the other edge. That edge. Man, that might be 63. No, let's go with 64.
Also, couldn't you like anything else that would have a size? You'd be like a 1960s Buick,
Yeah, right.
a
It's the
refrigerator,
size of an Oldsmobile, okay?
the size of an actual ping pong table.
Yeah, that pigeons play on.
Right.
That's exactly what we needed to know. So, but that's why I thought,
You could
but
tell me-
why?
You could name anything over 10 geese.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm mentally figuring out how big that actually is.
No, but I want to. I mean, right now, I'm stifling my brain.
Come to my house tomorrow. The field across the street.
Yeah.
1,000 geese.
Think we can wind them up
Just
in a
count
net?
out 60. Count out 65. Round down a little bit. And you're good.
We got
Can
a
you guys
net.
stand in rows of 8? 8 by 8. There it is. I see it.
So listen, when you find out that someone in your town duct taped 64 geese together, okay, you're gonna be like, I know that guy. I do a podcast with him.
That guy is a space scientist.
Just so you know, he could work for NASA. So, because that's who said this. Asteroid the size of 64 Canadian geese to pass Earth Tuesday. NASA. Okay.
I also said, like it says, that it won't hit anything on its flyby.
Yeah.
After comparing it to geese.
It would be funny if it crapped on the Earth. It's like, it is like
Well,
geese.
that would be-
now it's like geese.
But the
That's
size of
justified.
that crap would be probably about 31 ducks.
Well, probably would be. Yeah. Or like
Mallards to be.
like 100
precise.
pigeons.
Yeah.
100 pigeons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you were to equate that out,
Right.
and just do the math. Common Core, of course. So, but again, I thought that was why. But why? Right?
Again,
pick
like,
anything.
we will do anything.
Mountain Dew bottles.
We
Pick
will do
anything.
anything in this country to not measure by meters or centimeters.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a meteorite. Meters almost in the name. We're not gonna use meters. No. We're gonna use geese. So, yeah. I want somebody to build me a house using geese to measure. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Not me. I want somebody to build you a house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want somebody. Mac. Let's use Mac. Okay.
Let's not.
Yeah, I would like him to get a house where like it's just geese.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a board about 8 geese by one goose neck.
Honestly, if we were building a house for me and we're going to use a bird as a unit of measurement, do you really think it's going to be geese?
That's probably gonna be chickens.
Correct.
Yeah, we'll use
Well, I
chickens.
mean, right. What kind of corpses does he have laying around?
My tape measure's dead.
We could do rabbits.
Are you doing rabbits again?
Yeah, never stopped.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
They don't stop either.
Can't stop, won't stop.
He's just got Barry White playing all the time. What are you doing? Get him in the mood. We're going to get some more rabbits. All right, so that's our but why.
Hey, we got to throw some of these chickens through this, defeatherer because we got to measure up some houses.
No, chickens with feathers, they measure out longer. You want the feathers.
But yeah, but the feathers are they're too different.
What about the beaks? If a beak's different size, I mean that's gonna
No,
same chicken the whole time.
have you done any kind of construction? You don't use the beak.
Oh, okay.
You
All
throw
right.
off the beak. You start after the beak, and then you go further.
Oh, I
in.
got you, 'cause the beak's got play
Yeah,
in it.
you burn the first beak.
Yeah. Okay, I got
You burn the beak,
Beak's
and then
got
you go
play.
from there. Yeah.
If anybody knows anything about that, chickens' beaks have play in them. I mean, I understand. Like the end of your tape measure, when it's always worn out, you're like,
Don't
Don't
pull.
pull
You
it.
never start at the first. You start at the first inch.
don't pull it.
Not
Yeah,
at 0.
start at the first inch. By the way, that works for everything. Start at the first inch. Okay. Yes. Adequate. All right. Strange
Cobra.
stories.
Strange stories.
This one's kind of on the same page. The Great Cuban Chicken Heist. 30 charged for stealing 145 tons of poultry.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say 30 chickens. Then I was trying to how many is that in relation to 64?
It's half an
Canadian geese?
asteroid. It's half
well,
an
but they're not
asteroid.
the same size as geese.
You're
so
right.
It's
You're right. Yeah, we
probably
know.
a third of an asteroid.
Because if you build a chicken house, you build a goose house.
So-
it's going to measure out different.
29 people in Mac stole how many chickens?
Right. Yeah. 145 tons of poultry. Tons. The thieves, cooperating with corrupt officials.
I mean, I'm surprised they didn't say 35 sacks of ice cream because again, we can't measure in actual units, but tons
Yeah.
is a unit.
Yeah. But a ton. How do you know how much a ton of poultry? I mean, I guess when it's dead and it's in the form of chicken wings.
It's on a truck, like ready to
But
go,
it says that they worked with corrupt officials. They took an enormous load of poultry from a state-run distribution center. They then proceeded to sell their loot on the black market and use their earnings to buy various luxury items.
Hot chicken, eh? Get your hot chicken, eh?
It's cold
Hot
chicken.
eh?
It's not cooked yet. It's cold chicken.
But it's still until hot.
It's still hot chicken, right? It's still hot chicken. I understand.
Hot, cold chicken, eh? Hot, cold chicken, eh?
Nashville hot. Nashville hot.
Ice cold, hot chicken, eh?
However, the thieves made one crucial mistake. Oh, they stole from the communist Cuba's government. I don't think I would do that.
No, yeah, that's kind of like stealing from the mafia.
Right. A swift crackdown saw dozens of people linked to the theft get arrested. Yeah. They're lucky they just got arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, where'd you guys get this chicken from anywhere? Castro? You can have it back.
Yeah. Yeah. Here
We're
you go.
good.
Here's your chicken. Yeah. Although Cuba isn't trigger happy with criminals, as it used to be, the suspects are still looking at spending potentially decades in jail for chicken. Crime most foul. Guess how they spelled it? Oh, play on words. Now, we don't know every single detail, but Cuba's government is tight-lipped. Aren't they tight-lipped about everything? I mean, they don't make stuff public. You know what I mean? We do. We make a lot of stuff public.
You know,
they don't.
Canadians can fly direct to Cuba, so we can send Macaulay down if we want the answers.
He could fly with Canadian geese.
Yeah.
64 of them are probably about the size of an asteroid.
If 64 could be the size of an asteroid, I don't think it's going to take 64 to fly Macaulay down. Let's give him some benefit of the doubt.
You're right. But it brings luggage. You might want more. All right, so here it says they rarely release reports on crimes. The poultry theft was so massive, though, that it had to be made public knowledge.
We can't cover this up, guys. That's too many tons of chicken.
Listen, 140 tons, we covered up. 145, we know the turning. We're all human. We need it back. Where's the 145 tons?
It's an entire season of Cuban crime story.
I just picture from basketball when the guy's like, according to some weird lady down the street, you know what I mean? They're just going through the whole thing, you know?
Oh, according to some nosy bitch down the street.
Right.
She saw 145 tons of chicken being loaded into a truck.
Yeah. How many guys? She saw 30. 30
That's
guys.
also quite a big operation.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you get away with that?
Yeah.
But it says,
hey, we got like 24 guys here. We're gonna need 6 more.
Yeah.
You're talking chicken, right?
Yeah. We need a chicken stealing baker's dozen. That's what we need. What's that? 30. That's 30. Cuba State TV announced the theft and the arrest of the suspects in a broadcast on February 9th. They didn't tell when or where the theft happened, but they said the chicken was stolen from the government-run ration distribution center. That's
it's already
probably not
rationed, and you're stealing 145 tons of it. Can you imagine the payroll for the movie of Ocean's 30?
Right.
And they're all like Clooney and Pitt level of Matt Damon.
Yeah.
You're like, that's a pretty
We're
hefty.
never going to make this back.
I have got literally 8 seconds of screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 30 guys, bro.
Yeah.
You literally just opened a gate.
Unless,
that's all you did.
Unless this is Avatar drowns on Titanic, we have no chance.
Yeah.
We have no chance of
Studio
making
wants
back the money.
Yeah, Studio wants this is a tight 95 minutes. Some of us aren't making it into the film.
Yeah. Matt Damon, sit down.
Oh, you're Affleck's brother? Not happening.
Yeah, not happening. Yeah. How do you relate to the story? Nah, you're good. Expendable. Okay? But it says
we got to gut this down. It was 3 guys and 145 pounds of chicken.
That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. You can't rewrite history. We just did. Okay? According to the authorities, the thieves stole 1,660 boxes of chicken. Put together, that's around 145 tons of poultry. So that's how they measured it out. So that makes sense. The Cuban government further detailed the amount of meat is equal to 33 to 55,000 birds.
You just see him walking through this distribution center. Okay. Aisle A is good. Aisle B is good. Aisle C is good. Where's aisles D through F? Where did those go?
And they just keep dropping chicken pieces. It just leads them right to the lair. It's like, oh my God, we just followed the chicken wings.
While they're looking at aisle D, suddenly like aisle G just like slides away from them. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait a second. Wasn't it just here? So, but it said security camera footage shows multiple refrigerated trucks driving out of the state-run cold facility. The thieves must have had some kind of massive refrigerator on their own too, because raw chicken isn't exactly famous for staying good.
Hot chicken, eh?
Who wants your room temperature chicken thighs, huh?
Hey, how many trucks are we supposed to have today? Oh, we have even 50 today. Ha. Ha. Ha.
They all refrigerated?
Yeah, there was enough trucks here that it could have been mistaken for a Canadian geese meteorite.
Yeah. How many?
That's closer to 65.
How many chicken-filled trucks? Cuban chicken-filled trucks make up one meteorite. I don't know. We'll never know. So it says, let's see here. Instead, they peddled it off. Oh, they peddled it off on the black market on the Cuban streets. How do you do?
So they did hot chicken it.
They did.
You laughed at
They
me
did.
earlier, but they were
They
literally like, hot chicken, eh? You had to cook it today.
With the money they made, the gang, now they're a gang, okay, proceeded to buy various luxury and convenience items. According to the state broadcaster, they bought laptops, televisions, and air conditioners. Okay, you're in Cuba? Air conditioners probably coming in handy.
I think that there were 5 guys actually doing the stealing and 25 guys walking around convincing people it's just a sell-by date.
Yeah.
You could totally eat
Right.
it. It's fine.
Right. Or they got like ice. All they do is put a bag of ice on it right before they hand it to you. And like, look, it's cold.
Cold.
It's cold. That chicken's cold. You know, that's how it goes. So it says potentially. They also purchased refrigerators potentially to steal more chicken.
That's how they caught him.
Hey, 145 tons today, 300 tons next time. You know why? We bought some refrigerators.
There's a lot of refrigerator sales going on down here.
Best Buy is delivering to your house.
There's only one Best Buy left, and they're staying alive by selling refrigerators to guys out the back. Yeah.
It's pretty wild. You're going to want to keister those. Okay. But it says,
you guys can't take any merchandise out of here. I'm not going to keister these chickens.
with all that said, it didn't take long for the Cuban authorities to descend upon the criminals. According to the TV report, 30 people have been charged with being complicit in the crime. That includes IT staff, security guards, and of the cold storage facility. So it's an inside job. You know what I mean? Hey, anytime you're lifting chicken, it's an inside job. If I could get somebody at Costco on the inside, I'd be doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I really would. I love Costco chicken. I also love
that chicken from Costco.
Room temperature, of course. But it says the heist must not have been planned very well, considering they didn't disconnect the security cameras. Listen, you got 30 people running around with trucks at a time of day when you're not supposed to be there.
Well, that's true, but you did say they had security pros. Like, hey, you guys got cameras in here? I don't know.
Yeah. And IT. Right. They said IT guys. Yeah. You know what we do have? We have cameras. We do? Yeah, we do. Unlike a few decades ago, the suspects probably won't have to line up against the wall. So if they're found guilty, they'll be looking up to 20 years in prison. All right. So it's no wonder.
I mean, I know that sandwich from Popeyes is good, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not 20 years in prison good.
So basically it says, against the backdrop, what if it told you, according to the state food distributor, the amount of stolen chicken was enough to supply a mid-sized Cuban province for a month. With that in context, you'd probably be pretty pissed off too if you heard somebody stole all that chicken. I find it comical. The fact, here's what gets me.
Well, here's what I would have spun. Isn't this communism? Isn't this chicken everyone's chicken?
It's everybody's
It's
chicken.
the people's chicken.
It's people's chicken.
I was just taking my chicken.
You're like the Robin Hood. You're like a Soviet Robin Hood. That's what you are, right? So, but in reality, okay, if I have room temperature chicken for sale out of the back of my truck, okay, let's just say I do. And by the way,
lukewarm chicken, eh?
I don't know why you become a 50s broadcaster every time we sell something. You're in a zoot suit in Russia. They're going to know what's up, okay? They're going to, like, that guy there, he seems to be really happy about this chicken. So, but yeah, so room temperature chicken. Man, how many of those could I keister? That's what I asked the guy. Where's the bathroom? Yeah. You can't take that truck in there.
I'm not keistering all this chicken.
I'm not doing that.
I'm keistering this chicken.
Where can they find us, Dad?
You can find us at thatchecksout.net, all the socials at Checks Out WDT. You'll find us here most of the time, sometime, whenever we do this thing at Audio High Podcasting Studio. Come on down and talk to Mac. Get your own show. That Checks Out has been a TCO production. We'd like to thank Sharing Video Village. Mac over there doing his thing, hitting the buttons whenever he feels like it. For Damon, I've been Ted. Everybody, that checks out. You can't keister that